Hey, shalom, shalom. Brother Abba Buff in the DC Church, coming at you, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Shemel, Shabbat, Shemikol Kadash, Shani Kabaga, whatever cause of claim number Aith, Mo Shalom, Barak, Mabakan, Shia Shalom, all right? Yahweh being the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shah being whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, by Shemining in the name of calling me Spirit, Kodash, being holy. Of course, double honor to the elders and apostles of GMS in these times whom the Heavenly Father had enlisted the 100% truth to. And Shalom, Barak, Mabakan, Shia Shalom, peace and blessings be upon the elect in the nation of Israel. And to the men out there that's pushing this word of sincerity and truth, to you I say Shalom, Barak, them, peace and blessings be upon you. Now, without further ado, it's going to be a real quick video / testimony, which, a situation basically transpired, and I'm kind of actually still in the midst of it as of right now, but 2 years ago, around, I want to say summertime-ish, around summertime-ish, I did something, I fucked up, I transgressed, I sinned, and I did something I wasn't supposed to do, and the Heavenly Father had me basically, he had somebody break into my car and steal my book bag with my sword and my garment in it, This happened 2 years ago, I want to say back in 2021, when I first got the vehicle that I'm driving right now. And, I understood the reason why the Heavenly Father did that to me at that specific time. And the thing is, I had valuables in my car. I had a laptop. I had, I believe, some clothing, some articles of clothing, and I believe I left my wallet in my car too. And the individual didn't steal anything out of my car except for my book bag. And I felt really, bad for the situation transpiring, and then I kind of felt fucked up. I faced the east, repented to the Heavenly Father, and I had to go get my window fixed. Thankfully it wasn't super duper expensive, and it was easily mended. But to this day, I open my door and I shake my door and I can hear the glass rattling in it. And it just makes me think of that time, and also to keep the fear of the Heavenly Father. And yesterday night I went out with a couple of the brothers, went to a couple of places, and my spirit, ever since, because I parked in a place that I usually never park, and my spirit was telling me the whole entire time that, I don't think you should leave your car there. I don't think you should leave your car there. And I was just like, I was watching over my car the whole entire time. And what gave me the incentive, or what kind of gave me the spark to even think that way, is because I seen glass on the floor from other shattered windows, and I kind of was just like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't leave my car here, but I did it anyway. And I went out, me and the bros, we went, we had a good time, got some food, some drinks, and then yesterday night, I went to go visit my car, and immediately, I seen glass on the floor, and I looked, and I said, oh, I think somebody done, punched my fucking window in. And sure enough, somebody actually did. But the Lord, and again, the same exact situation that happened 2 years ago happened yesterday night. I had valuables in my car, and it's crazy because I was telling myself, my intuition was telling me to, my intuition was telling me to lock up my glove compartment and my armrest. So I did that prior to me leaving out my vehicle. And they weren't able to steal any valuables, and they didn't steal any valuables. This time I had like a speaker, some articles of clothing, And I did have some money inside my armrest, but they weren't able to get into the armrest because it was locked. But the point that I want to make is that I was put through the same exact scenario 2 years ago today, and my reaction to the situation was entirely different. When you are blameless, when you are pure-hearted, pure mind, and you understand your connection and your relationship with the Heavenly Father, you legitimately become the most resilient individual that you could ever possibly be. All right? You become the most resilient individual that honestly can ever be breeded. You know, so I said all this to say that, and Salaki for the long pauses, just kind of recollecting my thoughts. Give me 1 second. One second. You know, I'm Salaki. Just kind of recollecting my thoughts. I'm gonna put this right here. The level of resilience that the Heavenly Father is allowing us to receive through the situations that we go through is far beyond our comprehension. Because 2 years ago, like I said, I went through the same exact situation, but my reaction toward the situation this time was almost as if it never even happened. That's how pure, and that's how calm, and that's how collected my mind was. If anything, I felt at peace that it happened. And the reason why I felt that I felt at peace that it happened is because I understood that this is a form of judgment. This is a form of judgment that the Heavenly Father is putting on me for the deeds that I've done against the Lord. Okay? And really, it's a light affliction. You know, so I was actually happy that this is the extent that the Heavenly Father has allowed someone to go to. This is the only extent that the Heavenly Father has allowed someone to go to put hell or judgment on me. You know, and I thank the Heavenly Father, and you know, I got in my car, drove home, and as I was driving back home, I kept seeing 6664, and I took it as mercy from the wicked. You know, and the Lord, He will show you numbers. It's like a code in a matrix. The Heavenly Father will show you numbers that are indicative to what essentially is going on at that specific moment. You know, so you got to just heed the signs in which the Heavenly Father has given you. Now, the other point that I wanted to make is that not only was I calm in the situation, but other people could see that level of stoicism that was displayed in that specific situation. The Lord is giving us a different level of stoicism, resilience, unmovableness, that's even a word, you know, and outright just steadfastness. And when you are spiritually inclined to things happening, or even when you are just at a spiritual high, the situations that are going to transpire around us are not going to affect us the way that we think, okay? Because we are legitimately stronger than the trials and tribulations in which we're going through. And that's what really gives us the surety that the Heavenly Father's on our side. Because, you know, when we get in the kingdom of heaven, or prior to us getting into the kingdom of heaven, when we in Jacob's trouble and martial law, like, because our spirits are going to be so heightened, and, you know, our trust and love for the Heavenly Father is going to be so heightened that the trials and tribulations that we go through are not going to feel like anything. Like, of course it's going to be hard, and of course it's going to be difficult, but our level of stoicism to the situations is going to be at an all-time high. Like, resilience is the most valuable trait that you could possess within pairing everything else, you know, with wisdom, knowledge, understanding, faith primarily. You know, resilience is a very, very valuable trait. and having that toward the situations in which we're undergoing and in which we're going to go through, and what the Heavenly Father has us experience, you know, is really the matter of the fact, you know. And I just keep thinking of 1 Corinthians, I believe it's 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 54. I may be mistaken with the verse, but I know for a fact it's in chapter 15, okay? Where it says, be ye steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right? Being the fact that we always have to abide in the work. And if you are always abiding in the work, the situations in which we're gonna face, it's not gonna challenge us like how we used to be challenged with that. All we're doing is we're just facing demons that we faced before, but we're fighting them at a different angle. We're fighting them at a different pace. We're fighting them more with a stronger mind, okay? So although situations that we go through are going to not be beneficial to us, or our belongings, it's always going to be beneficial to our spirit. And I just learned that in that situation, and that's really my testimony. My testimony is the level of resilience that I received through being put through the same exact situation. And like the Lord will allow you to see the fruits of your labor, essentially, when you're being exercised by that chastisement, you know? So keep your head up, Akim. Like, I know I keep saying this, keep reiterating the same point, but keep your head up, because the shit that we're going through right now is nothing. It's nothing. You know, it's really nothing, bro. So with that, I give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat, Shema, Kokadash, and Yikabaka, Wala Rakaz, Koyin, Abai, Washalom, Barak, Mavakan, Shia, Until next time, Akim, I say Shalom.